So, all right, I think we are live. So, I just pinned the comment that what we are doing in this current stream. So, all right, then. So, we have win.lua. I think win.lua is completed. Okay, what else we need? That is okay. Okay, looking good. Perfect. Now we just have to commit those changes, I guess. So, before doing that, let's do make and let's try to commit this thing out. Okay. All right, then. So let's commit this. Refactor. Hmm. Sending a callback, a render callback through the through render method. Yeah, that's perfect. And makes sense also. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. I don't know. I just check out that streaming is working fine, but here it's showing me like it doesn't work. Wait a minute. Is this even working? Let's go live and everything seems to be working. If there is anyone watching here, just tell me. Uh, how about the stream quality? I mean, is this good or a little bit of buffering? Because if there is a buffering, then I have to restart the stream. All right, I think I can continue. All right, so everything is commented out here. I mean, everything is commented out here. That's perfect. Now the another thing that I have to do is I have to fix the buffer, right? I have to fix the buffer. And how I'm gonna do that? I'll go to Explorer, init, and we have a callback here. Okay, so we have a callback here. Focus node. How are we getting this focus node anyways? So if I go here like so mini test, it doesn't focusing right now. So I think the search functionality is not doing great. Let's see. Searching. Um, okay, so there is searching. So searching is working, like that means, but I think it's unable to find that thing. Let me just um, print out the focused node dot data. I think it's not data, it's a meta. So let's update that. Meta. So if I do this thing and mini test, so it opens up the directory, but didn't focus on it. So I have to fix that thing actually. So let's go print focus node dot meta, right? Let's see if that works. Mini test. Let's open this thing. The ID is correct. The ID is correct. If I do set conceal level like that, then if I search 000 118, the cursor should be lie around here, but it's not working. Wait just a minute. If I do, wait a minute, let's do the mini test, and it's 0018, right? So I'm gonna search 0018. Hmm, 00018, right? So this should be right here, but it's not searching. Why is this thing happening? UI init in the render function. After rendering those lines, we can just simply runs the callback. So I think this should work, but apparently it's not working. Just give me 1 minute. I have to check the stream quality because I think there might be an issue in our live stream. I don't know why. I have to check the stream quality because I think there might be an issue. All right, so it looks like we are live, but I don't know why YouTube gives me this warning. Anyways, so print focus node meta. Hmm. Oh, I think we should just search everything out like this thing, right? Like so. So this will work, I guess. If I do this, mini test this. Okay, now it's working. So there is one more thing that I have to do is in the normal mode, we have to press the W, which will focus the next word, right? So I'm gonna do this one more time and you can see now it's working correctly. So the focus thing is now fixed, right? So I'm gonna just commit those things. This fix. Wait just a minute. I have to remove this print operation also. So fix. Um, search meta ID directly, right? Instead of passing it to the string constructor, we just pass the whole meta ID into the search utility of neovim, right? So there you go. Why it's not giving me this thing? Wait a minute. Okay, I think it's working, probably. Anyways, so this is done, right? Now we just have to restrict our cursor. Anyways, I have to restrict the cursor. That means, wait, I just want to delete this thing. Open thing, get out of here. Okay, perfect. I don't want, unnecessary type definitions because they kind of confuse me. Because there are some repeated codes by defining every kind of type definition, and actually we don't know. I mean, we don't need those things actually. So the next thing, actually, we can commit those changes here in this commit, and voila, everything's good. Now we have to just go to another constructor. Let's just reopen that thing and go to Explorer init, right? I just open that thing and I have to go to algos.lua. Uh, I think I have to go to structure.lua and looks like I have to refactor that thing, yeah, as well, right? So we can do that, but first thing first, I have to look at the code because hmm, because I don't think any problem with the current code. We can documentize this thing, but we can do that later, right? So if there is anyone watching the stream, just tell me about the stream quality. Just type +1 for a good stream quality and a -1 for the bad stream quality. This gives me a feedback. If the quality is low, then I have to restart the live stream. Otherwise, we can continue. Anyways, so default recursion limit. So I think 32 is a appropriate value because a recursion limit means the uh, depth. It's mean the overall depth of the directories that we are opening, right? So looks like seems to be working. Now just have to go to confirm. No, not confirm. We have to go towards the Explorer and actions, right? So we have to make another action in which in the normal mode, we gonna constrain the cursor. Well, in normal mode, I think this thing should work on each and every neovim modes, right? So I'm gonna name it like constrain cursor, right? And this will return a function, right? So this will return a function and it has a view. So we will use that view later, but for now, I'm gonna print the current line actually. Well, I already know like what will be the value. I mean, what will be the expected behavior of this auto command. So I just have to write api.nvim get current line, and by that current line, we have to extract the ID, right? Because we can decide like where to put the cursor. Does that make sense? Hmm. So anyways, so whenever the cursor is moving, we will print the uh, meta ID, right? Meta ID, and we can extract that by the regular expression, and that regular expression will perform on the current line, and we can print the meta, right? So we have to fix this thing up in the auto commands, right? So these are the auto commands. We have to set up a new auto command for cursor moved, and I'm going to use the let's just copy that thing. Actions. So let's copy the name and put it right here. And this thing should print the expected result. So you can see here, these are the IDs that we are getting. Interesting. So uh, it's still showing me this kind of error, like the stream about the stream quality, like it's kind of a buffering. Anyways, so I'm gonna uh, modify this function to find out the starting columns and starting values, right? So, hmm, so let's see. Let's do s is equals to string dot find, and we're gonna find things in the meta. No, not in the meta, in the current line. So in the current line, it returns a start and ending position, right? So I'm gonna find this meta key, right? So this will give us the starting and the ending. Start and beginning. Oh, no, the lower bound and the upper bound. Actually, we don't need the lower bound. I'm just curious about the upper bound thing. So let's print both of them actually. So actually, let's just take the row and the column value of unpack from api.nvim when get cursor from view.when.when id, right? And we will have this view from here, and we're gonna just print out the column value. Make sense, right? So we'll just open up the directory, and you can see if I just conceal the cursor to 0, I mean conceal the level to 0. So you can see here the upper bound and lower bound are 7 and 11, and our cursor is on the fifth column. 7 and 11. I wonder why this thing happening. This is the 11th column. Hmm, why? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, if I just go over to the starting position, right? So this, okay, got it, got it, got it. Because the starting index is, okay, okay. So this is the 11th position. So I have to do the column plus 1. Because the column starts from 0 and row starts from 1. I mean, this is kind of an inconsistent behavior of neovim, but anyways, we can't do anything about it. So let's continue moving forward, and if I go here, you can see our lower bound and those things are matching perfectly. So, so what now? The thing we can do is, um, Hmm. So we are just interested in the upper bound value and the column value, right? So okay. So first we have to check if there is not a meta key, like if there is no meta, then we will return. Then we will exit out of the function early. But if we have a meta ID, then we constrain the cursor. So actually, we need the row because we need the actual row in which we are currently in. So now we have to check if the row no if the upper bound. Hmm, we have to restrict the cursor before reaching to this meta ID. Makes sense, right? So the cursor should be on. So if the column value is greater than, I mean, less than or equals to the upper bound plus one, then we have to um, let's print the out of bound for now because we have test things before implementing the whole uh, concept, right? So let's do conceal level to zero. So this is out of bound, right? This is not out of bound right now. Still not. Why? Okay, this is out of bound. This is also out of bound. Why this thing happened? If I do this, this thing is out of bound. I don't know why. So let's just do this thing in instead. So I'm gonna do conceal level to zero, and let's go to starting position, and I'm gonna clear out the messages. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when I go to this space, it's out of bound, right? So we have to perform our operation here. So I'm gonna vim.api when set cursor. I'm gonna set the cursors here, and in which window? It's the main view window. So this thing, and we will pass the row and the column here. The column is the upper bound plus one, right? Seems to be correct. Let's just check this out. So I'm gonna set conceal level to zero, and I'm unable to move, you know, I'm unable to move uh, beyond this bound. So doesn't matter how hard I'm trying to go to the left side of this file name, but I can't because I constrain the cursor by this auto command. But you can see here, there's one more thing. Like if I press capital I, which jumps you on the beginning of the line and puts you in the insert mode. So this is kind of pain. So we have to handle this thing separately. All right then. So when the mode is get changed, so we have to handle those things, right? So same thing for the cursor move in the I, right? So cursor move in the insert mode. So same thing, let's do one more time, conceal level to zero. So looks correct to me. Now we can't go any further here. So looks perfect, right? I can go wherever I want on the right side, but we constrain the left side because I don't want user to be delete this icon or meta ID. Hmm. So next thing we have to do now is to simplify the UI for confirmation box because I don't want to be like super fancy on some components of the plugin. Like if I do something, delete something like this, the confirmation dialog, it's kind of minimalistic, but I want this to be more minimalistic, a little bit more, like like a native neovim window. Are you getting where I'm pointing at? So let's just do those things. So let's make the title a little bit more simpler. Let's uh, make those things okay. Confirm. So this is the confirm title. This is the footer. Let's just remove this footer for now, right? And the footer position, don't need that. So let's open this. I will delete this readme. So now this confirmation box is pure minimalistic, right? So if I do this thing and move this thing into the center, then I can do something like, wait a minute, CHS choices, and let's do one more time. Uh, Open the window, delete this thing, So it's still kind of minimalistic. So I can go with this thing, right? I don't want so many colors in my confirmation dialog box. So I think this is much better than what we have previously, right? So if I just stash those changes like git stash, so if I just stash those changes and go to this thing, wait a minute, you can see the confirmation dialog is kind of a modern design, but I don't want this to be like this because I want to give this uh, flexibility to the user. I mean, user can do whatever he wants, but I want to give the user a minimalistic view instead of this colorful window, right? So let's back things out. Git stash pop, right? Makes sense. So this should do the trick. Yeah, perfect. So we successfully convert our UI into the minimalistic view. Now, let's just confirm this thing, right? I mean, we can commit these things actually. Um, um, Wait a minute. Actions in Explorer actions, we have okay. So we already add up the spaces. I mean, leading and both trailing spaces. So okay, so we can commit those changes. Refactor. Um, Move to minimalistic design for confirmation dialog. So that makes sense, right? Now the next thing that we have to do, there is one thing like if I go to the Explorer init. So this is the main component, I mean main view of Explorer. So, but there is a problem in the Explorer section. Like there is an open function which opens up the UI for this, which open up the UI for this whole thing. What to say? Um, the filer view. So this is the filer view. This open function opens this filer view. I mean, has the whole responsibility to do that. But the main thing is here, like whenever we open up this instance like this, you know, whenever we open the instance with this open method, if I go to the definition, wait a minute, why I'm not getting the definitions? Anyways, so when I when I call this open function, this will create a new window every time, and I don't want that thing, right? I don't want that because if I already created an instance, why I need to do this thing again, right? So I want to cache this window instance so that we will not use any kind of extra memory of the machine, right? So how are we gonna do that? So instead of creating the window on opening, launching time, we can create the window when we create instances, right? So whenever we create this thing, wait a minute. So this is the new function which creates a new thing, right? Hmm. So this new function creates a new instance, right? So at this time we can add a window here, right? So let's just grab this window here and do this um, like that. Makes sense, right? We can, okay, so we need a self thing. So we need current working directory actually. So it's not a big deal. We can get it from the ops, right? And now we have mappings. So mappings can be easily grabbed from here. Wait a minute. Okay, okay, perfect. Not a problem. I think this should be here, right? So looks looks okay. So these are the reverse mapping, and we can use those reverse mapping here. And wait a minute, we have a problem because now we can't, you know, this action thing is associated with the instance itself. Oh man, quality is good. Okay, good to hear that. But I don't know why this YouTube gives me warning about the buffering. Maybe it could be because of my internet speed. I think the video is a little bit behind what actually is going on here. I don't know. I think the live stream is not, I mean, instant. We have some kind of a delay here, right? Anyways, so how we can tackle that thing? Hmm. So, man, that is difficult. All right, then. Well, that is not a big deal, actually. We can just simply make this meta table, right? I know we don't have access to the self right here in this function, but wait a minute. Let me just think about it. So new function is just a member function, not a exact method for this file tree view, right? Hmm. We just have to access the actions. Uh, After that, we are done, I think. Yeah, only the actions. Hmm. Dude, how I'm gonna fix that thing? Undefined global focus node. Uh, Shit. I think I have to move this thing like what it was, right? because I don't have any idea how I'm gonna transfer those window, right? Anyways, no questions. Hmm, there are so many problems here. So let's refactor out this component. I mean, this is the component which is responsible for every file manipulation things, right? So I don't think we need this function actually. So we can just remove that, remove that because they are some built-in functions provided by the neovim. So follow sibling recursive, right? So it could be nil. Oh, the current working directory. Dude, you are pointing at the wrong thing. So m dot get current working directory. Now there is an error for the receiving follow sibling recursively. So let's do this thing. So it accepts three parameters. One is root path, a link path, and the next step. Makes sense, right? So I'm gonna go towards this line. This function requires three arguments, but receiving two. So this is the root path, this is the sibling path, and the number of recursion limits. Max, I mean a recursion before sibling recursion limit, right? Yo, did you figure out the indentation? Yes, I did it. The solution is quite simple. I just reformat the rendering system here. As you know, uh, previously the meta ID is shown at the end of the item, the file system item. So let me show you. Wait a minute. Join path. Let me just fix that thing real quick. This is the just vim dot fn dot. Okay, give me a minute. Local fn is equals to vim dot fn, right? Then I have to do vim dot join path or fn. Okay, wait a minute. So this should be that thing, and we have to remove that thing. Loop fs is equals to vim dot fs, right? So this thing should work this time. Join path a nil value. Wait a minute, with vim dot join. We have join path. Why are you complaining? Where we have this problem? fs.lua line 86. fs.lua line 86. So this is the 86 line. Oh, got it, got it, got it. So I think I have to do like lua fs vim dot fs and fs dot join path, right? Undefined join path. Come on. What is happening? So this is the join path problem. Sure. Just give me 1 second. I have to fix this thing. Then I will show you the solution that I find to encounter the problem that we are facing yesterday. Vim dot fs dot join. We have this function. Then wait a minute. Let's go to here. Okay. Okay, that is the problem here. So I think I have to use the same name instead of directly using the fs, right? Because it's pointing to the local variable. So let's go one more time. Try to open this thing. And if I conceal the level to 0, you can see I just changed the position of meta IDs. Now meta IDs are shown right after the icons. Now it is currently we are using the icons, but the twist is the constraining cursor functionality now have to look for the left side only. I mean, we just bounding the cursor for the left side only, because if you are doing I mean, you can do anything on the right side, it doesn't do anything. Because if I try to move my cursor to the left, you can see I can't do that. If I press capital I, it puts me here, right? So this is how we are constraining the cursor. You recommend switching to lazy vim. I'm using packer. um I think packer is kind of outdated and not actively I mean, it's not maintained actually. So if I go to packer.nvim, I think this repository is archived by William Bowman. No, it's not archived, but it's no longer maintained actively. So they are suggesting to use lazy nvim. Lazy nvim is a much better distro in the available options, because it supports the amazing configuration of the lazy nvim plugin manager, which loads up your plugins whenever they needed, which makes the startup time much faster than what you can achieve by your default configuration. So it is better to use lazy. Uh, uh, I mean, I'm constantly switching from my default configurations to lazy vim back and forth, because I don't know, I'm kind of person like which doesn't get satisfied uh, by any neovim configuration. So anyways, I think every person in the neovim community never satisfies with their current configurations of neovim, no matter how good they are, how suitable to them. They just keep trying to update those. Anyways, so the previous error is now handled, and everything is working fine, because let me show you. So previously we can't create some files with some special characters, but now we can do that. So if I do something like something else, let's say a slash t, a slash t inside of a bracket, some this thing, and let's say Lua. I mean, with some spaces as well. Wait a minute. I think real to path function is not. I just changed the real to path function, so I have to update those things everywhere. So where this thing? I think here. So this should be vim.fs. I mean, I think we use this fs function, right? Wait just a minute. Rel path. So this is a rel path function, not to rel path function. So this function need a base, and actually, so I have to provide a current working directory here. So fs dot get current working directory, right? Makes sense. So I'm gonna do this thing as well here, vim.fs, and let's just provide fs dot get current working directory, and that should do it. So I have to do this thing one more time. Wait a minute, let me just test this thing, because I think we also have 2rel path somewhere. So 2rel path. Okay, we also have it here. So vim.fs.2rel path. Let's convert this to thing here. And fs.get current working directory here. And the next thing, 2rel path. There is one more thing. m.fs. Let's remove this. fs.get current working directory. Okay, this time this should work. Something. So this time it's working. So let's create something like some space thing space else, a backslash t, uh, a backslash t inside the curly braces, some parentheses, some squirrely braces, and some square brackets with some space and dot lua. So you can see you are able to now create this kind of file name. I mean, you can create this kind of file with this weird naming syntaxes. So if I press Y, you can see this file is successfully created, which is doesn't supported by the oil and vim. I mean, you can't create these kind of files with oil and vim. I think these are supported, but there is one more thing. Let me show you. So if I press space, right, and something.lua, you can create some leading spaces files. I mean, that is amazing. This thing is not supported in oil and vim. So I think this is a, you know, kind of a good thing over the oil and vim. So add fs. So wait just a minute. I have to update the fs module. The function m dot rel path, because we need a modified version of relative path, we will just return the vim.fs dot, you know, vim.fs dot rel path with the base conditions are just m dot get current working directory, and then we have a path. Let's just skip that, and this is a path string, right? So this is our custom function, which automatically gives you the current working directory um, as the first parameter, right? So okay, then so let's just search those things. vim.fs.rel path. So I'm gonna put those in the quick fix list. Wait a minute. Okay, so this is the first thing that, okay, we will come back to this later. Let's go to the new one. All right then. So we need a relative path. So this function is okay. So fs dot rel path, we can remove that thing actually. So okay. Let's remove this. Go to next thing. I think we can just select fs dot get cwd this this thing. Wait a minute. Come on. Okay, it's updated, and I think we have successfully refactored all those things. Do anyone have any other questions? I mean, I think I cleared up your questions, Ian. Okay, that's working fine. So where we are using vim.fs actually in the algos, and where we exactly using this thing, grr. So fs.join path, right? Hmm. Vim.fs. We don't need here. Okay. So joining the paths. These are the list directory function. So we can use vim.fs. Okay. This is the algos, right? Okay, this makes sense. Vim.fs. Hmm. Looks good. Now let's just wait a minute. fs.lua. Okay, let's just start removing those errors. So points to UVFS read link. So it could be null, right? So we have to be safe. So let's add a type safety. I mean, the null safety. If it's not there, then we will return early, right? So looks like it resolved. Then we have a resolved part. This expects a maximum of 0 arguments. Hmm. So this expects 0 arguments, but you are providing those things. Why? So this variable is defined as a type string, cannot convert it into okay. So let's do that. I think everything is resolved. Let's see if we can continue with the, let's go to the configuration, config, dot config, or actually we can just directly go to the neovim like this. Perfect. So these are the sim links. Let's try to open one of them. Okay, it's working. So we are able to follow those sim links. So this thing working fine. I think I could refactor this a little bit further, but I think for now it's good. So there's one major thing that I have to do in the file system module. So this, let's check out every function one by one. So this is the sibling recursion limit. Sibling recursion limit means that one sibling is pointing to another sibling, pointing to another sibling, and pointing to another sibling, and so on. So we will limit this behavior up to the 10 recursions, right? Given path to a sibling, find the first thing. And if you guys wondering that why I'm reading this thing and refactoring this thing, because this code is not written by myself. This is one of the contributors' work. So I have to refactor this, right? Jeez. So the root path, link path, and the maximum depth. So what you are doing, follow a sibling recursive. So the max depth is not equals to nil. If it is not equals to nil and less than or equals to 0, then we return the link. Okay. I just don't get it. Why you are using recursions? Because iterative approach is much more faster than the recursion things, and you should avoid those recursions as much as you can. The recursion limit is hit and link is considered broken. Hmm. I think I can simplify this whole function actually. So what this function actually doing? I mean, where this function is used. So it's used here in the what is this thing? Okay. Okay, so we are using this thing inside the list dir function. So we are listing those things. Okay, got it. I think this thing could be a much more simpler. This thing could be much more simpler than it is right now. So I'm gonna re-implement this function. Uh, Feeling bad about uh, the contributor because I'm gonna rewrite those changes. But anyways, it's all about the optimized code. So let's rewrite those things. Um, get hmm link path or just link path, right? I think we can just make it a member function, right? Um, um, Link path, right? So we can just create that thing. This is the link, and link is given. Actually, link is nothing, just a path. So we can rename this thing like path. So, and we will return a string. Actually, return a string here. So we will return a string, which is the absolute path, but it could be optional. I mean, there's a chance that the link we are following, it could be broken, right? So we have to be careful. So I'm gonna just uv dot read link, right? So this function reads the link, and what it will return, I think I have to read this thing. Read link. What this function returns actually. So it returns an asynchronous. Oh, this is the asynchronous version, but it returns a string. So let me just test this thing out. So vim dot uv dot read link, fs read link, and we will do like home, my username, and cshrc. So this is the symlink that I want to get the actual path that where this symlink pointing to. So let's just execute this line, and you can see here. Wait a minute. Um, Let me just clear out the messages, and let's re-execute this line. And there you go. This resolves to the actual path that this symlinks is pointing to. Yeah, nice. Okay, so okay. So the uh, pointed, I mean, res is a resultant thing, right? And we are returning that thing. in the end. It could be nil, it could be a resolved path, whatever. We will find out. So let's just do a while loop. And in that while loop, what we do, let's make it a loop, like infinite loop, but we will break it somewhere. Like we're gonna fstat, I mean stats for uv.fstat for the current path, right? So this is the path, and if the stat dot type is equals to a link, or you can say if it is not equals to a link, hmm, if not stat or file stat file is not equals to a link, then we break this loop. Make sense? Hmm. Otherwise, we will continue this thing. Actually, we can break those condition in separate things. So if we're not stat, then we return, I mean, break this loop. If stat dot type is not equals, or you can say it's not equals to a link, then we will break. And if we pass both those condition, then we will update the path to, you know, uv dot read link with this provided path. So it could be a nil value, right? It could be a nil value. Um, linked data, right? So if linked data, if not linked data, then we can break this loop. Otherwise, path is equals to linked data. I think this should resolve everything. And don't need recursion, right? We don't need recursions because while loop is much, much, much faster. So we can ignore this limit actually. Now we can just simply do m dot link path, right? So we don't need anything else. We just need to, um, okay, let's just remove this thing and we can do like, um, hmm. So link path m dot abs. So we don't have abs. M dot rel path. So we need a relative path, right? So the relative path can be calculated by just providing that path, I guess. So the problem is with the rel path, because rel path is currently accepting a string, and okay, let's go to the definition. Hmm. So if that thing is not working, I think we should pass a empty string for that because I don't think that, wait a minute, a type, we don't need an additional property like type because, you know, we can determine the brokenness of a link if the pointing path is not given or if it is a nil value, then it simply conclude that the link is broken. So we don't need that thing. So link type. Okay. So we have a link type. Anyways, so we will make this type to a file. Got it? That's it. Hmm. I think I should provide a path actually. Let me do that. So we provide two optional strings, right? We will provide a two optional string in which one of them is the calculated path and the other one is the type, right? So, so this is the resultant path and this is the resultant type. Makes sense, right? So res path, and res type. So, okay. So if the fstat is not equals to a link, then we will um stat dot type is equals to, I mean, res type is equals to stat dot type. Wait a minute, type. So that resolves everything, I guess. Link path, link, link path, right? So link path and link type. Hmm. So how we are doing this thing? Wait a minute. Oh, got it, got it, got it. So this is the link type. So we don't need that thing actually. Um, okay, let's just remove this thing. This should be in the else condition, right? Um, okay, so else, we don't need a link here. So name, type, right? So this is the name, name, type, and path. Perfect. And if this is a link, then we will do table dot insert um, items, and name is equals to name, type is equals to the link type, right? And the path is equals to, actually, it's a link. So we will gonna give it a type like that. So this is a link, and this link have a path. And this path is the actual path here. Um, so vim.fs.join join join path. Actually, we can do m dot join join. Okay, m dot join m dot fs dot join path with the path and the name, right? And it link and we have a link property which is the link path, right? Jeez, link path, right? So it's supposed to be working. So we have to go to UI.lua for Explorer, and here we are determining if this is a link or not. So if this is a link, like this link, then okay. So we can wait a minute. We can merge both of those things in a single statement. Like if item dot type is equals to a link, then we do something like if item dot if it is a link, then we have a thing like link path. So this is the link path. So if we have a link path, then if we have a link path, then this should be, I think, either of this thing. Let's just put it right here. Otherwise, we have some default icons. Wait a minute. So if we have link path, hmm. So if you have a link path and um, a link type, if we have both of those things, then we can get the icon with the m dot get icon. You need type, then this is the type. So this is the type, and we need name also. So item dot name. Makes sense, right? And if we don't have link path and link type, then this will be a broken link. And in that case, we will just we will gonna hmm okay, we will pass a default icon. Do we have a default icon here? Okay, we have a broken link icon. Let's see if that works. Hmm. And we have to do one more thing. Action in the Explorer, we have a select operation. In that select operation, Um, so we are editing that resolved path, right? So we need a resolved path here. So this is the resolved path. So if this is the link, then we have to provide a link path. So let's see if this thing is working, right? Oh shoot. In which line? It's a store 10 line. Store.lua, line number 10. Okay. It's not links to, it's a link type. Links to, link, links to, link path. Right, so let's try one more time. These are nil values. Why those things are nil values? I don't get it. Link path and link type are the only things that we need, but somehow they are not working. Okay, wait a minute. I think I know why this thing is not working. I have to go struct. Do we have a link related thing here? Doesn't look like. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna print everything that item contains, the current item contains. So let's see that. So, okay, there are some things. I just want to look at the symlinks. There should be one sibling that I've been looking for. Okay, this is the kitty sibling. It's a directory, and why? This thing is a directory? No, this shouldn't be like that. What? If item dot link, I mean item dot type is equals to a link, or I can just do that. Let's just try one more time. So we have a fast fetch, which is a type of a link. There's the FZF, Hosty, Hyper, Hyper Panel, LazyGit, and then Starship, Tmux. So all of those things have this link property, but don't have, you know, they don't have the link path and the link type actually. Why? Am I not resolving this correctly? Link path, link type. Let's see. So instead of printing here, let's just comment that thing. Let's do one more time and let's see. Oh, this could be easy because we can just copy that thing. Wait a minute. Copy this thing over and let's just ask LLMs how to do that. Check the following function and fix any potential mess. Oh, Um, come on. I think this should work. Let's try to do one more time. It's a nil value. Jeez, why this thing happened? I think I can fix that thing later. Anyways, guys, I think this is a good time to wrap up the stream. I have to, you know, read more about the link property. I mean, how links are working. I mean, how neovim read the information about links. So I think that's it for the stream. All right, I'm gonna wait for 10 to 20 seconds. If anyone has any questions, then you can ask. Otherwise, I will end up the stream in about 10 to 20 seconds. All right, if no one have any questions, then we can drop the stream out. So thank you guys watching this stream. Uh, we will meet in the next stream, maybe tomorrow, or could be after tomorrow. Just subscribe because otherwise you can miss the uh, next feature implementation like Git integration. We will have a Git integration feature in mind. So I think we will implement that feature in the next stream. So see ya guys. Good night.